You see the glistening there? That's me, like, still sweating from that run. I'm currently trying to find other places on the internet that I can use royalty-free music for the vlog. I've pretty much exhausted the entire YouTube audio section. We'll see what I can find. Several episodes ago in the vlog, I talked about how I lost my Bible, and I found it fairly quickly afterward. But today, I lost my Bible again, but I might have properly lost it, like really, really lost it. I didn't find my Bible, but I did find this one. So the Bible that I'm looking for, it's the English Standard Version, but the HCSB, I think that'll do for now, in the meantime. I was just curious if you found my Bible at all. What? You have it? Thank you. Awesome. It is at the house, so we know where it is, but I only have a few hours left in the workday, so I'm not going to go home and get it and come back and do work. I'm just going to do what I can here the last couple hours of work and then head home and be reunited with my Bible.
3 hours later.
Hello? Is there anybody home? Hey! Look! Found it. I think because no one's here, I'm gonna go on a run. Welcome to day 206 on the vlog, and we're covering the entire book of Zephaniah. It's really important that we remember what yesterday's vlog was about with King Josiah. So if you haven't watched that one, go back and watch it, because it'll make sense what Zephaniah is saying, what he's prophesying, as we put it in the appropriate context, which is during the reign of King Josiah. When Zephaniah is prophesying, he's speaking a lot of the Lord bringing this sweeping destruction, that God is just destroying. Well, first off, he addresses Judah, Jerusalem, his own people, and how he's bringing his judgment and his wrath like the day of the Lord upon them because they have forsaken the Lord for so long. Then as we get more into the book, it's only 3 chapters. As we get more into the book, You then see God keeping a remnant of his people and then dealing with the surrounding nations or the opposing nations to God's people. And then the end wraps up with God will restore them back to their glory days, and he will deal with their enemy, and really their enemies are coming around them to like kind of honor them as a people. This is very interesting because like if we go back to yesterday when we looked at the reign of Josiah, it would have been approximately 622 BC. That's when the law was discovered, and that's when the real reform took place. We know according to 2 Chronicles account that there was some reform that Josiah enacted prior to the discovery of the law and him tearing his clothes and, causing the great reform to happen. And Zephaniah, his approximate dates in terms of him prophesying are from 640 to 620 BC. So it's very likely, although we don't know for sure, it's very likely that this oracle, this prophecy that Zephaniah spoke, that the Lord spoke through Zephaniah, happened before Josiah enacted the intense reform. Now, and I guess as I'm reading it today, and then it's just cool. I love reading the minor prophets, and the major prophets as well, and then putting them in their historical context because it makes sense what they're saying. And as Zephaniah is saying all the things that he's saying, that very well would have made sense as to why Josiah would have, even before the law was rediscovered, was enacting some reform here and there. And then when the law is rediscovered, as they're cleaning out the temple, reading the Torah as well as what Zephaniah would have prophesied, Josiah would have been like, oh yeah, we got to clean up this baby. You don't hear about Zephaniah. He's not a popular guy, but I think God used him in a mighty way to bring about one of the most intense reformations ever in the history of the people of Israel. I think, Zephaniah, he really is a foreshadowing, a type of Christ in the sense that, Jesus is the one that has caused the ultimate, biggest, best spiritual reform to come to the world. And it's through his death and his resurrection. And we simply believe in him. We trust in him. And as a result, that reform, that cleansing, that purifying happens in our lives. It's just neat. You never hear of Zephaniah, but he had a huge impact, historically speaking, in the redemptive historical plan of God's people. Good job, Zephaniah.